Welcome to day 2 intervals for our 6-week ski erg sprint program. Done this a little differently. I'm not this sweaty waking up. Just finished the workout, so I've got some good insight. Couple things. First, if you haven't done the first interval workout, do that. That's going to go over our general prep. It's going to go over our ski erg technique. It's going to go over more details on what to do to get ready with the ski erg. Today, I'm just going to link those below. If you want to do the general prep, it's below. You want to do ski erg technique, it's below. Couple things I do want to touch on that we didn't touch on last time was just the damper setting. So I want to make sure that you are recording your damper and your drag factor. I put a video below on what the drag factor is, how you should set it, how you can set it. And really on the ski erg, there's no, just the Cole's notes here, is there's no set number that you should have. You just need to explore, but I've got some guidance there for you. You're gonna need to look at your history from last week, and if you're just jumping in right now, start with that first 750 meter time trial, because we're gonna be doing all of our workouts based on that result. Then for our warm-up, this is just going to be a quick 2 to 5 minute warm up to get you ready for the workout. The workout, although it's not full sprint, full intensity, we still need to get the triceps, lats, and get some of that pattern grooving in, that muscle memory, so that you've got good technique for the workout. Again, those of you that aren't on the ski erg, if you're running, if you're rowing, using whatever else, you can just skip ahead to the workout briefing. Here it goes. So a couple things to remember with that ski erg, 2 key pointers. Power position. Okay, I want to make sure that I start in a power position, and this is called the catch. Then I'm going to hinge drive. This is the recovery, okay, and then I repeat. So I want to get from this cyclical motion over and over again. Find your power position. The next thing, think about pushing yourself up out of a pool. Okay, so if I fragment this, I've got my drive, and then I'm pushing myself up out of the pool. And this push up out of the pool is also your start. So the start, if I want to change gears, I want to think jump as I'm pushing myself up out of the pool. That's going to be an efficient way to create a little bit more torque, get some power so that you can get the flywheel moving, which is going to be the fastest way for you to get to speed, the most efficient way. Then we continue that motion. Something that you can continually work on in your warm-ups. And now you're going to see me splice this in to what I did before. Increase the length of that stroke, focus on my hinge, overhead, and pull. Okay, nice and easy. Find a nice consistent stroke rate. So right now I'm sitting at about 40 strokes per minute. I'm gonna slow it down now. My pace, settling into about a 2:15 here. And what I wanna do is I'm gonna try and hold, and this might not be for you, but just use it as a proxy. I'll hold a 2:15 while decreasing my pace, 35 strokes per minute. So my pull, now down to a 2:10, 35 strokes per minute. What this does, helps us focus on form, nice long stroke, work on that hinge, feel the hamstrings. Now I'm gonna try and slow this down right to 30. You can feel it here and feel that flywheel stop, maintaining that 2:10 pace. For another 3, 2, 1. Now I'm gonna pick that back up to my 40 strokes per minute. Increase the pace. Now down to a 2:05 at 40 strokes per minute. Another 30 seconds here of the warm-up. I'm gonna increase my pace, going down to 2. I'm gonna increase my strokes per minute up to 45. I'm gonna hold this for the remainder. 10 more seconds. Get those triceps and lats warm. 5, 4, 3. Good. Okay, initial warm up there. And especially when you're going heavy, this is like doing a whole bunch of tricep extensions. So you want to make sure you're getting those arms warm. So let's do a few strokes here, get to that target pace. If you don't know what your target pace is, go into, again, last week, covered this, go and see your history in WOD up from last week. Okay, so target pace warm up here. Gonna work on my start, get my stance here, jump, get to the 136. Go for another 3, 2, 1. Good. So that was 20 seconds. Here's your workout briefing. What we're doing today is a little high-end aerobic capacity. So what I mean by that is we are going to be maintaining a fast to moderate pace with a short amount of rest. The goal for you today is going to be to maintain the pace that you set in week 1 of our intervals. That's the 750 meter pace. At first, it's not going to feel too difficult, but believe me, it's going to be hard. And if you can hold on to it, that is a great sign that you're ready to increase the pace. We'll talk about that in the next workout. So we've got 30 total sets. It's a 45-minute workout, but we're starting off with 10 sets of 1 minute on and 1 minute off. Then we're going to go 45 seconds on, 45 seconds off, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. The big X factor here is that 1-to-1 work to rest ratio. And as we get into the latter sets, it's going to be really tough to maintain that pace, but your goal is to try to maintain that pace. We're not going to be getting super high-end heart rate. This is still going to be a lot of muscular endurance, but what we are doing is working on that speed capacity or that work capacity at the range or at that pace that we want to maintain for our 1,000 meters. So for today, I'm warning you, don't go faster than the pace you set in our 750 meter sprints because you're going to burn out. Trust me, I did it. And speaking from experience, and again, I don't wake up this sweaty. This is from the workout. Make sure you get a heart rate connector set up. The wrist ones just aren't great. I mean, maybe there are some other ones that are better, but it's way off for me. My wrist one is way off from this heart rate. So if you are monitoring some performance metrics, which I do, I have to do this. Otherwise, it looks like I didn't put that much effort into the workout. Maybe I didn't, but you better not. See you on the leaderboard.